Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings, family. All right, Tim, tell the truth here. Tim, tell the truth. All right, today we're going to talk about taking your body from a sympathetic state to a parasympathetic state. Okay. Now, sympathetic state is when your body is digesting like it should. You know, when your gut or your colon or whatever, your small intestines, large intestines, is digesting your food properly, and basically it's in tune and is digesting your food like it should be digested. Now, and there is a pretty much a wrong way to eat. You know, it may sound crazy, but there's a wrong way to eat. You know, it's right and wrong for pretty much everything, and there's definitely a wrong way to eat. Of course, we know we're digesting the wrong foods to begin with. I'm gonna make videos about that. Check out my GMO video, genetically modified organism video. So okay, so now we need to keep our body at a parasympathetic state. Parasympathetic is, like I said, it's pretty much the right way. The immune system, the colon, should I say? I'm sorry, the colon, should I say? The colon is the immune system pretty much, because it's 80% of our immune system is in our colon. So, okay, the digestive part of our bodies, our colon, what have you, small intestines, large intestines, is digesting our food right in a parasympathetic state. Okay, now the sympathetic state is pretty much a fight or flight state, which means your blood, your heart pushes your blood to all your other organs throughout your body and stuff like that. When you're eating, watching TV, you're eating, driving. You should never eat driving, eating, watching TV. Your digestive system is not working like it should, like it probably should. You need to be focused when you eat. It may sound crazy though, but you need to be focused when you eat. Focus and pretty much in tune when you eat. When you sit down and eat. Like I've heard Dr. Edward Gruber, listen to him a lot. He said that you should take 9 deep breaths before you eat. So before you sit down and eat, you should take 9 deep breaths. And then pray up your food or what have you. It's a form of meditation, and that's giving your gut, your gut pretty much the energy, what I'm saying, and awakening those enzymes, like those digestive enzymes in your gut, awakening them to to act properly and digest the food that you're eating, especially if you're not eating the right type of foods. We shouldn't be eating the wrong type of foods to begin with, but especially if you're eating the wrong kind of foods, you want to definitely stop eating the wrong type of foods to begin with, first and foremost. So when you start eating the right type of food, you still need to digest it, and those enzymes need, those digestive enzymes need in your gut, probiotics, whatever you want to call it, what have you, in your gut needs to be in tune and work for you, and not, what I'm saying, and you need to basically awaken those enzymes by eating correctly, and being able to and first of all, eating correctly and being able to digest your food correctly, which is in a parasympathetic state. Parasympathetic state. Now, a sympathetic state, like I was saying, is basically a fight or flight state. When you eat, what I'm saying, your blood, you push it when you eating that type of situation, on a stressful situation, should I say? That's how I would put it. You're eating in a stressful state. When you're in a sympathetic state, it's just like, think about it. Sympathetic means, pretty much sympathy. And your body wants pretty much sympathy because you're not eating. Your digestive tract wants sympathy because you're not eating. Need sympathy, should I say? Because you're not digesting your food. What I'm saying? Eating right, should I say? So, you're in a sympathetic state. That's basically what a sympathetic state is. It's your body is pushing your blood. It's like chaos. It's like a chaotic situation. You're not digesting your food right. Your body's pushing your blood to all your other organs. Your feet. To all your organs. To your legs, your feet, or hands, and what I'm saying, things of that sort. And it's basically not focusing on just digesting your food. What I'm saying? It's focusing on other areas. Things of that sort, because you're not the way you're eating is not the way proper way you should be eating. And then and to begin with, you have stress on you. You have a lot of stress on you. So, in other words, eating, you should be stress free when you eat. Okay, like I said, you need to get into the parasympathetic way of eating, of digesting our food. So those digestive enzymes can awaken and digest your food right, and send those different nutrients and nutrients and things of that sort to to each nutrients, herbs to every organ that needs that herb. And so you can your body will start working properly. Now, once this happens, you will start seeing dramatic changes. You start seeing good change. You might have headaches all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because you're probably not eating right. You're not digesting right. It might be constipated, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not eating right, not digesting your food right. Body not digesting your food right. So we need to get into that parasympathetic way of eating our food and digesting our food. First and foremost, we need to start eating better food. Fruits, vegetables. Grass-fed beef. If you want to eat, if you eat meat, wild caught salmon. Cage-free chicken, stuff like things that's organic foods. Okay, so we need to start eating first and foremost. Now, once we get in tune with eating the right foods, we need to start digesting these foods right. Like I said, you could be eating all the right foods if you want to, but if you're not digesting, if your body, if your gut is in a chaotic situation, which is a sympathetic state, if your gut is in a sympathetic state, it's not going to digest the foods the way it should, and it's not going to. And like I said, it's not going to send those nutrients to the each and every part of your body that needs those nutrients. So let's talk about getting into let's start eating more of a parasympathetic state, which means, like I said, I listened to Dr. Edward Group the third. He talks about the parasympathetic state of the body, and it's basically that's sitting there, and before you eat your meal, they take 9 deep breaths. Breaths like that, what I'm saying? Take 9 deep breaths before you eat your food. Pray your food, and sit down in a nice, peaceful environment, not watching TV, not a chaotic environment, not driving, not talking on the phone. In a nice environment, is quiet environment. So you give your gut, those enzymes in your gut, so feeling good. Okay, yeah, I'm finna digest this food, and we're gonna do our job and break this food down and take it and give it and distribute it to different parts of the body that needs that type of that whatever part of the body needs those nutrients. Whether it's your heart, your kidneys, your lungs, your gut itself, your glands, all type of glands, whatever is distributing to the different nutrients or whatever your body needs. So let's get into a parasympathetic state. Let's meditate. Not meditate. What is taking 9 deep breaths is a form of meditation before we eat, and also meditating as well. It's still a meditating period. Meditate. That helps to boost the immune system, and it's a whole host of things that help boost your immune system, which I will be going over in future videos. But let's get into the parasympathetic state of eating and digesting our food. All right, not the sympathetic state. Sympathetic, not eating and walking, not eating, talking on the phone, not eating and watching the bad news or the garbage news that's on TV. Eating in a quiet, peaceful environment. Even put on some nature sounds or something like that. And like I said, taking those 9 deep breaths and getting from that sympathetic state to the parasympathetic state. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Like, subscribe. I'd love to hear your comments. I'll see you in the next video. And as always, Tim tell the truth. I ain't gonna tell you nothing more, nothing less than the truth. All right. Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings.